An Amber Alert issued for a 5-year-old in Glendale.
All right, so this little girl basically has disappeared. Around 4:30 yesterday, she was at home, and she had some of her siblings there. The eldest one was 13, and it seems that this 5-year-old walked outside, and now they really don't know where she went at all.
So now an Amber Alert has been issued today.
Which was 15 hours after she disappeared, and a lot of people are saying, well, why didn't you do the Amber Alert earlier?
Well, there's a lot of people that also say, too, that it might as well use as much resources or as many resources as you can.
Mm-hmm.
So make it an Amber Alert and just see how much of a wider net you can cast, because they have searched every place in like a mile radius. There's no sign of this little girl.
Well, everybody wants to know, why'd you do the Amber Alert 15 hours after the fact, after she left? Well, there's a reason, and we looked this up. They weren't sure she was abducted.
Right.
And if a child is not abducted, you're not going to send out an Amber Alert. If an abduction poses some type of a threat to a child,
right, an immediate
then
threat,
they're going to do the Amber Alert.
Most 5-year-olds don't run away.
True.
And they don't disappear every day.
Right.
So something happened to her.
Yeah. But it's amazing how much law enforcement and how much manpower is being dedicated to this one child.
Whatever it
I
takes
don't
to find
remember
the kid.
seeing it this much.
The first 48, very important.
This is one of the bigger Amber Alerts we've seen in a long time.
Occupy Wall Street protesters are bringing their kids along.
One dad says, I want my child to come here and show that ordinary people with families and also get some sympathy for the one percenters. Now, I don't have a problem teaching your kids about how this country runs or whatever, but if you're bringing it to get a reaction out of somebody else, that's exploitation.
Well, I mean, it's the thing I didn't like about the illegal immigration marches. They sent all the kids out there. I mean, they bust kids in.
Right.
You know, one time from Los Angeles to Phoenix.
Right.
And, you ask the kid, well, what are you doing here? I don't know, but I'm not in school.
I got on the bus.
I'm having a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? If you are part of Occupy Wall Street, they are coming to Phoenix.
Yes, they are. On Saturday.
On Saturday.
I wonder how many kids will be there.
Don't bring your kid out.
Yeah.
I don't think kids are a place for a protest.
Especially
you never
when
know what's going to happen.
There's been so many arrests and so many cases, they say, of police brutality in taking these people off the streets, especially in New York. I don't know whether I'd want my kid there.
Let me give you an example.
Even in high school.
You have a father who takes his 4-year-old, and there's some kind of a scuffle. And the cops think that father was part of it, but he wasn't.
Right.
They cuff him, and the kid's walking around.
Right.
I mean, that could happen. You've got to think about that if you're a parent. Why are you going to take your kid?
I don't know.
And put him in the middle of a protest.
Harm's way.
And say, hold the sign that says, I don't like what's going on.
Arizona crime statistics are misleading.
Okay, so there's a drop in Arizona crime.
Yay!
All right?
No.
But the biggest factor in the state's declining rating was a 60% drop in the rate of motor vehicle thefts from the year 2000 to 2010.
Oh, so then the murder rate, the rape rate, the
robberies,
assault rate,
aggravated assaults, burglaries, they are above the national median.
Oh.
So
the good news is we're not the carjacking capital of the world.
Which we always have been, and you got to give it to the police here around Arizona. They have really, they looked at it and said, we're the worst.
Right.
We're number one.
So they clean that up, but how do you
They did.
clean up the murder, the rape, the robbery, the aggravated assaults? How do you clean up the rest of the mess?
Well, that needs to be obviously cleaned up. If the murder, rape, and aggravated assaults have increased,
right,
you don't say, oh, there's a drop in Arizona crime. That's very misleading. The other thing is, if you're on campus at ASU, robbers are preying on kids who have iPhones. There was one kid who died. It was either earlier this year or I think it was earlier this year. Somebody took his backpack and somebody took his computer and his phone.
So what the Tempe
then
police
they shot him and killed him.
So what the Tempe police are saying is, don't walk alone, and if you can, don't talk on your phone
Put it in your
walking
pocket.
down the street.
That's right. All right, that's a daily download, a fantastic segment. We like it. It's the 5 must-hear stories of the day. We do it every day.
By the way, if you miss it, you can
5:05.
always catch it at KTAR.com.
You can actually watch us do
Yay!
it at KTAR.com. Look, I'm waving. See? We wave for the camera.
Yeah.